All right, raise those arms up. And I'm gonna drop those arms into airplane arms. And then from here, I'm gonna bend those elbows and pull my chest forward. Push those arms back out into airplane arms, bring them up over the head. And back down into airplane arms. Pull those shoulder blades together, really stretching the chest and pulling on those back shoulder blades. Pushing back out to airplane arms. And you might notice I got a little twist moving with my hands. And that's helping the shoulder blades loosen up just a bit. Pull those elbows back. Push out all the way up. And let's lower those hands. Nice. All right. So just a little movement. Got the shoulders opened up. Started working on the spine just a bit. Let's do some forward and backwards cat-cow. So I'll turn sideways so you can see me. Hands are resting on my knees. I'm going to arch my back and look up. And I'm going to push back, curling my back. And so this is a nice warming spine movement. And so we're really pushing out any air that might be trapped in that spine, also pushing fluid up. Now, when we lean forward as we arch, let's tilt that head up and let's get a little bit of the neck in there. Really look up. And then as we go back, look down, feel the back of the neck stretching. And we'll do one more, both directions. Go ahead and pull your body forward and push it back. Make sure you're looking down, feeling that neck warming up. All right, nice. All right, let's get these legs warmed up a bit. And I'm just gonna take my legs and swing them back and forth. You can hold onto the chair, you can lean back. The goal is just to get some motion in the legs right now. And so I've just got a nice little swing. I feel the muscles in my thighs starting to move. I might hear some popping in the knees as I release any trapped air in there. And let's go in circles. So this is going to help push out any trapped air under the knees, letting fluid move in there. And we change direction. All right, and let's go down to those ankles. So go ahead and point the toes, flex them back, point and flex. If this is difficult for you to keep your legs up, you can keep your legs resting on the ground as you pull them forward and backwards. And one last swing of the legs. And nice. Let's go ahead and rest those feet on the ground. I've got a nice sturdy position here. My body's nice and strong in the chair. Let's go ahead and we're going to add some movement to our exercise session as we raise our arms up and bring up a leg. And arms come down, raise them up, opposite leg comes up and down. And we're going to do this for a count of 10. 1, and we'll do left and right together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down, nice, all right. And so I'm going to do a very similar move. I'm going to push my arms out. As I push my arms out, I'm going to raise one foot, bring it back, push arms out, raise the opposite foot. And let's do 10 of these. 1, both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and back. All right. Our next movement is going to include arms and legs again. We're going to lift those arms up, one leg comes out, and then it comes back. Lift those arms up, opposite leg comes out and come back. Now I went up to the edge of my chair just to give me some more mobility in my chair. You can still do this sitting back if you need the support. You just have to lift that leg a little bit. All right, so just lift that leg up. All right, so let's do 10 of these. One leg comes out and bring it back. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. And bring those arms down. Nice, all right. So even without weights, you can see my arms are starting to feel that fatigue from all of this working out, building up some muscles in here. All right, let's go ahead and grab our weights. So go ahead, if you're using weights, go ahead and find those weights. I've got one in each hand. If you're not using weights, you can follow along with the exercises. You can use water bottles or cans. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna rest my palms facing you. I'm gonna move into my bicep curls. I'm just gonna curl that lower part of the arm up to the shoulders and back down. And we'll do 10 of these. 1, keep your body nice and strong. 2, spine is still straight. 3, feet are flat on the ground. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up and back down. Nice. We're going to do 3 sets. That was our first set. Our second set, we're going to add an additional movement. So I'm going to curl up and then I'm going to bring my elbows up, almost as if I'm doing fist bumps with my knuckles. And I bring them back down and lower those weights. And we'll do 8. 1, elbows up, elbows down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. Nice. All right, our next exercise will be one more additional move, and I'm sure you figured this out. We're going to come up, elbows out, opening the doors, close those doors, elbows down, and back to the starting position. And we'll do this for a count of 6. 1, open those doors. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all the way back down. Nice. All right. Let's bring those weights up to our shoulders. We're going to do some lifts all the way up to the ceiling and back down. My feet are flat on the ground, hands near the shoulders, and let's try to get our hands as close as we can. If you need to go out because of some stiffness in the shoulder, that's okay. Be really careful when you lift as high as you feel comfortable. If you start to feel pain, please don't push through that pain. Only lift in what your arm says is comfortable for today. And let's do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring it back to the shoulder. Go ahead. Set them down, give yourself a break. If it feels like your shoulders are getting a little tight, they're raising up, just relax them, maybe give them a little wiggle. And let's bring those weights back up. Our next set, we're gonna lift those weights up and let's bring the knee. Just as we did without the weights, we're gonna do that same move with the weights. And let's do 8 of these. 1, other side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And set those weights down. Check in with our shoulders. Make sure they're nice and loose. Relax them. And bring those weights back up. One more set. This one's going to be a count of 6. I'm going to do the same leg lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and release. Nice, good job. I'm gonna put my weights on my knees. In this position, I'm gonna lift those weights straight out and lower them back down. As I lift them out, my back becomes engaged. And sometimes we get that rounded back or we have an arch. And we want to tuck that tailbone in, keep the spine nice and straight, keep that spine protected. And so rest those hands on the knees. Let's go ahead and lift them up for 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Check in with that spine. Make sure it's straight. 8, 9, 10, and release back down. Nice. All right. We're going to add some foot movement with the next one. As our hands go up, we're going to lift that foot up, straight out, and lower it back down. Next lift, opposite foot comes out and back down. Again, make sure your spine is nice and straight. Tuck that tailbone, abdomen is nice and taut. And let's do this for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back down. Nice. Our last set's going to be a count of 6, and I'm going to modify just a little bit. I'm actually going to start with our arms straight out, and one's going to move up and one's going to move down, and we'll bring them back together. It's like a scissors. We're going to alternate the other side. And so we'll just scissor back and forth. As my right hand raises, I'm going to raise my left leg. And then as I bring them together, then I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm actually switching. I'm using opposite sides of the body. Takes a little bit more mental challenge to do this. Let's go ahead and push them out, and let's do this for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and release. All right. Great job. Let's go ahead and rest those weights next to us. So I have one to the right and one to the left. I'm going to scoot back in my chair just a bit so I feel nice and stable. Feet are still flat on the ground. I'm going to raise these arms up like airplanes and lower them back down. Keep that abdomen nice and tight. Keep your back straight. Tuck that tailbone. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice. We'll do 2 more sets. Our next set, we're going to raise our arms up, and then I'm just going to twist my arms so that my palms are facing upwards. twist them back and lower. So it's really good for the rotator cuff, this twisting motion. It also pushes fluid up from the wrist to the elbows. And we'll do this for a count of 8. 1, bring it up and twist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice and strong arms. And back down, nice. Check in with those shoulders, make sure they're still relaxed. We have one more set. Last set's going to be for a count of 6, and we're going to add an additional movement. So as our arms go up in airplanes, we do that twist, bring them up over the arms as if we're doing jumping jacks. And back down, twist facing down, and release. And we'll do this for a count of 6. Check in, make sure your abdomen's tucked, tailbone's tucked, body's nice and strong. 1, all the way up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one, nice and strong movements here. All the way up and back down. Twist and release. Nice, good job. All right, I'm gonna turn my chair so you can see me as I angle to my arms in the back. I'm gonna put our weights one in each hand, and I've got my forearms parallel to the ground. My feet are flat on the ground. I'm actually gonna move my body forward. And so I've got this pivot motion here. My arms are not moving, only my body is moving back and forth. And I'm gonna pivot forward. Once I get down to, I feel my belly on my legs, I'm gonna push those arms back. I'm gonna bring those arms back to my side and raise my body up. So it's kind of a flowing motion here, bringing back and coming up. As we go through this move, you're gonna feel your abdomen and your lower back muscles working. Keep them nice and taut as you move through this. That's gonna help protect that lower back. All right, let's put our arms close to our body. My hands and my forearms are parallel with the ground. And I'm gonna tilt forward and push back. 1, and bring my body upright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We go all the way up to 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. And push back and bring that body upright. Nice. All right. So hopefully you felt that in the abdomen and the lower back. That means you're using those muscles. And that was my aim at this exercise. I'm going to do this 2 more times. Our next time is going to be for a count of 8. And we're not going to change anything. This is a new move for us. And so we just want to focus on these muscles as we move through this. And let's go for a count of 8. 1. Push it back. Body back up. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice, take a little break. We've got one more set. Next set's gonna be for a count of 6. And let's put those weights back up. And go ahead and pivot your body forward. 1, push them out. And bring that body back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. Pivot forward. Push those arms back. Come back to your position and bring the body upright. Nice. Good work. All right. I'm going to lift those hands out and rest them on my knees. My palms are facing down. And I'm going to actually lean forward like I just did. And notice how my hands kind of slide down. And then I'm going to lift those arms up as I bring my body back up. Go back to the knees. Slide down. Lift them up and bring that body back up. So it's kind of a nice little circle. If you just see the weights, it feels like a circle. Our focus is, again, on these lower abs and the lower back muscles. And we'll take this nice and slow, and we'll do the first one. You know what? We haven't done this. Let's do the first one for a count of 8. 1, slide down, and bring those weights up and the body up. 2. Almost like you're rowing a boat, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Slide those hands down. Raise them up, bring that body back, and rest those hands. All right, nice. We'll do one more set, and this set will be for a count of 6. Take a deep breath in, check with your body. Feet are flat on the ground. And let's slide those arms out. They're nice and straight. Raise them up, bring that body back. Slide those hands out, raise them up, bring them back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and bring that body back and rest. All right, nice. That's a great move for strengthening the lower back and working on these core muscles. I'm going to do our reverse flies. So I put my chair back forward. I'm going to scoot up to the edge of my chair. I'm scooting up so that I have a little bit of space underneath my legs. And so I'm going to put one weight in each hand. I'm going to drop those weights down. I can touch those weights under my legs because I've created space. Your chair might be a little different. Your body might be a little different. It's okay to rest those hands next to your thighs if this is more comfortable for you. What we're going to do is we're going to pull from these back muscles all the way down to the elbows, pulling them back, bringing the body up. And this is our reverse fly. So visualize you've got cables on these weights and you're going to pull them up. Now I've got cables on these weights and I'm going to pull them back down. And I'm going to do 3 sets. First set's going to be 10. 1, open up and close it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way open and all the way back underneath. All right. Give yourself just a short break here. We still have 2 more sets. Always check in with your body, see how it feels. All right. Our next count's going to be 8. I'm going to drop those weights down. I'm going to add just a little modification. So we're going to pull those weights up and then we're going to squish them together in front of us. And then we'll drop back down. So I'm just adding just a little bit of a variation, really engaging these chest muscles, these muscles underneath the arms as we pull those weights together. And then we'll come back to that starting position. And we'll do this for a count of 8. So let's drop those weights under our legs or as far as you're able to. 1, pull it up and squeeze them together in front of you and come back to the start. 2, squeeze together. 3, squeeze together. 4, 5, 7, 8, pull them apart, squeeze them together, and come back to the start. Nice. And then go ahead and take a short break. We'll do one more set of 6. And you have your option. You could do what we just did. I should come up, squeezing them together, coming back, or you could do the original one, opening up, really focusing on pulling them together, but squeezing together back under the leg. You get your choice, whichever one felt better for you today. Helps us listen to our body. Which one do you want to do? Then we're going to go ahead and do 6. So drop those weights down. I'm going to do my original move. You can follow me, or you could do the pull to the front. 1, and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one, nice and big, and then whichever move you're going to move, and go back to the start. Nice. All right. Great job. Just go ahead and keep working on this back and this torso just a little bit. I've got my weights, one in each hand, but I'm going to put those weights together, and I'm going to put them out near the outside of my knee. And it's going to lift them up and switch them to the other side. This really engages the core and the lateral muscles down the side of your body. And let's go ahead and transfer for a count of 10. 1, tuck those abs. 2, 3, 4, really feel that twist. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. We're going to put them up by our hips now. And so we're going to do that same move, but we're really close to our body. And so now you notice more of the upper body moving. And so we're moving that twist up a little bit higher. And we'll do 10 of these close to the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way across. Nice. I'm going to drop one hand down, bring the other one up under my arm, almost where my bra strap rests. And I'm going to switch. One side's going to drop and the other side's going to come up. And we'll go back and forth. And we'll do this for a count of 10. Again, we're focusing on these core muscles. Don't let the arms lift these weights. They will be, but you want to focus on these side muscles during this exercise. So let's drop that down, raise that weight up, and let's do 10. 1, use those side muscles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and all the way back up. Nice. Keep those weights, one in each hand. Let's put them by your body. And so again, my arms are parallel with the ground. Palms are facing each other. I'm going to push up with one hand, pull it back. But as I pull back, I'm going to push out the other arm. And so I've got this alternating push, pull, push, pull. And we'll do this for a count of 10. And so now I really am using my biceps. I also feel my shoulders engaged. Got to keep a strong core though. Okay, let's bring them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice. All right, we're going to slow that down just a bit because we're going to add the legs. So as my left arm kicks out, right leg kicks out and brings it back. And then the opposite comes out. So I've got this push-pull with my hands, but I'm also using my feet. So I'm going to lift. I'm going to put my body up the edge a little bit so I've got a little bit more lift in my legs. If you need more support, you can sit back. And let's go ahead. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. Oh, that was tricky, right? I had to do a little toe tap in the middle there. We'll do that move one more time, this time for a count of 6. I can really feel my abs engaged in that. I can really feel up here, this abdomen engaged to lift those legs. And let's try that again. And let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back. Nice, good work. Okay, let's take these weights and set them down. Push them back a little way so that you don't accidentally knock them with your feet. We're going to work on these legs a little bit more and engage this core just a little bit more. I'm going to start with some knee lifts. I'm going to have you place your hands on your shoulder blades. On your shoulder tops. And I'm going to take my elbow and touch to the opposite knee. I'm going to lift and touch. Now, as I do this move, my body is staying upright. The knee is rising up. I'm not moving to my knee. So keep your body upright and bring that knee up. Now let's do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Nice. Our next move is going to look very similar, but it's going to feel a lot different. We're going to do a crunch, and this crunch is from a sitting position. So visualize yourself laying on the ground, hands are behind your head, and you're going to pull that body up to meet that knee. And so I'm going to do that same thing from a seated position. I'm going to pull my body up and try to touch that opposite knee, and I'm going to switch and do that other side. And I can really feel now in these lower muscles, these lower ab muscles. And we'll do 10 crunches. So hands behind your back as if you were going to doing a crunch on the ground. And let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Nice. Hopefully it felt a little different from the other move. We've got one more crunchy move, one more move to engage this core muscles. I'm going to do that same crunch, only I'm going to move past my knees and I'm going to move all the way to the outside. So the hands come back behind my head. And as I raise that knee, I'm actually going to try to go past it. So I'm actually moving past as far as I can to the outside of that leg, bringing it back. And so I'm going to bring that other leg in. So I'm adding just a little bit more of a twist. My knee is pulling in, so I've got space to go on the outside of that leg. And so you're going to feel a little bit more of a crunching in this lower abdomen. So let's bring those arms up and let's do 10 of these. 1 to the outside, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Nice. All right. Oh, we're going to continue working those abs. We're going to add a little bit more leg movement here as we do our mountain climbers. So I widen my stance just a bit. I've got my toes and my knees in an outward position here. I'm going to bring my arms up into scarecrow or goddess. I'm going to raise one knee and touch that elbow. Raise the other knee, touch that elbow. And we'll do this for a count of 10. And I'm going to do 10 to the right and 10 to the left so that both legs get 10 lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Release those arms. Nice. Good job. All right. Same movement, only I'm going to let one leg come in. Now I'm going to do that same mountain move, but now I can twist a little bit more. So when we were out, we were really feeling the legs working hard, lower it down in those lateral muscles. If I bring one leg in, I can twist just a little bit more, and I feel muscles moving up a little bit higher. And let's do 10 on the left and 10 on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Let's do the other side. So I pull that leg in, other leg comes out, arms up in goddess or cactus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Bring those legs in, drop those arms down. Good job. I'm gonna keep my legs out in front of me. Knees are pointed forward, feet are pointed forward, flat on the ground. We've done a lot of core work. I'm gonna take a little bit of that tension off our lower back just by letting the body lean forward. So just hinge that body forward, rest your chest, your belly onto your legs, and then let those arms and heads hang loose. This should feel good on the lower back. We're releasing a lot of the tension. And go ahead and bring that body back up. Nice. All right. Let's do some more movements with the legs. We're going to bring that leg straight out, and then I'm going to raise it up and bring it down. And so remember when we did that circling motion with the hands, I'm going to do kind of a circling motion with the feet. And so I'm going to lift that foot out, bring it up, and bring it down. It comes out, bring it up, and down. Now I'm going to hang onto the chair because I have a tendency to want to slouch when I'm focusing on my foot. Sometimes my body, my back curves, so I want that body to stay upright. So I'm going to use my hands to help keep my body upright as I move my legs. And we'll do 10 with both legs. 1, just take it out, bring it in and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, I can feel that muscles working. 9, 10, and release. Let's do the other side. 1, straight out, bring it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up and down. Very similar move, but we're going to move in the opposite direction. So now I'm going to bring that knee up, push it out, and then let it rest. Bring it up, push it out, and bring it down. And we'll do 10 on each side. 1, up, push, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push and down. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Bring it up, push it out hard, and bring it down. Nice. All right, great job. Let's go ahead and open those legs up and bring those arms up nice and high. Lift them up so you feel your rib cage lifting up. We're going to turn and face one of those legs, and let's lean over all the way to the ground. And walk our hands to the opposite foot and bring those arms up. And these are our cherry pickers, really engaging the core muscles, also releasing the back. Let's do 3 on each side. So that was 1. Let's do number 2, all the way down, walk across, bring those arms up. Last one on this side, 3, all the way down, walk across, and bring those arms up. Nice, leave those arms up, lift them up. Let's face that opposite leg and go down. And walk those hands across, bringing those arms up. Nice and high rise here. And pivot forward and walk across. Arms come up, lifting them up high. Let's turn and face that leg last time on this side. And walk all the way across. And bring those arms up. And let's go ahead and drop those arms, bring those feet together. Let's go ahead and raise that right leg, and we're going to lift and put that ankle onto the left knee, nice figure four here. This might be enough for you right here. Some of us feel a tightness in the hip just by lifting up that leg, keeping the body up nice and straight. If you feel like you can move forward, go ahead and pull and tilt that body forward. And bring the body back up. We're going to do this one more time, so keep that leg up and crossed. And let's lean forward. And bring it back up, nice. Let's go ahead and cross that leg. We'll do a little spinal twist while we're here. So my legs are crossed. I'm just gonna put my hands behind me. I'm gonna use my chair to assist me and turn and look behind. And come back forward. Let's twist the other direction. And come back forward. All right. Go ahead and untwist that leg. Let's do the other side. And rest that left ankle onto the right knee. And your legs might be different. One might be a little higher. Maybe this one feels a little more opened, a little more relaxed. And just go ahead and lean forward into that stretch. And bring the body back up. We're going to do it one more time. Lift that rib cage up and lean forward. And bring your body back up. Let's move into a twist. I'm going to go ahead and use that back of the chair to help me look behind me. And come back forward. Let's twist the opposite direction. And come back forward. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and untwist those legs. Get another wide stance here. I'm going to scoot back in my chair, but my legs are going outward. My feet are in alignment with my knees. I'm going to do some active movement here as we pull down the body. It sounds contradictory here, but we're actually going to release some of that lactic acid that we've built up during these movements. And I'm going to reach across my body and pull it back to my hip. So I'm going to reach across and pull it back. Now I'm going to do 10 of these. 1, pull it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull it back, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go straight across the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go down to touch our toe. 1, and then bring it back up. If you have a tendency to get dizzy, you can keep your head up or just go down and touch your knee. But I'm going to go down and tap my toe for a count of 10. 1, and then bring it back to my hip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring it back. Nice. Go ahead and pull those legs in, but not all the way. I still got a little bit of a wide stance. My feet are kind of even with the legs of my chair. I've got my hands on my knees. We're just gonna focus a little bit on our thighs as we engage our bodies, lifting them out of the chair. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let my hands slide forward until my heavy head gets so that it counterbalances and allows me to stand up out of my chair. If you're not able to get out of your chair, we're just gonna go ahead and push with the feet into the ground. You can still feel those thighs engaged. And so let's go ahead, lean forward, push against those legs. If you're able to, we lift up out of the chair. Arms go all the way up to the ceiling. If you feel like you're balanced enough, go up onto those tiptoes. Lift up, a little bit higher. Engage those calves. And go ahead and lower the body down. And we're gonna go down into this chair pose here, but hold it. And so if you were to see me from the side, I am not sitting down, I'm holding onto this chair pose, really engaging my thighs right here. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bring that body back down. And I'm sorry, I hear my phone going off. Let me make sure this is shut off. All right, we're gonna do this. Sorry about that. Let's do this 2 more times. And so hands on my knees, I'm gonna go ahead and bring my hands down. Once I feel that counterbalance, lift up, push against the ground. Arms come up, all the way up to the ceiling. If you feel comfortable, up onto your tiptoes. And lower back down. Almost to that chair. We're gonna hold this chair position. This time, bring those hands up behind you and touch those palms together. And find yourself in the chair. We got 1 more turn. Hands slide down, push against the ground, lifting up, arms all the way up onto those tiptoes, engage those calf muscles. And we're gonna lower back down, almost to the chair, but hold that position. Bring those arms back, try to touch those hands. I'm not touching my chair yet. If you need to, you can sit down. I'm gonna let my head drop and bring those hands up towards the ceiling. And go ahead and drop those hands. You can sit down in your chair and bring your body back to an upright position. All right, nice. Okay, one last stretch before we head out. Let's open up these shoulders just a bit. I'm gonna do a nice big circle with my hands, big circle. Allowing my body to turn as my hand goes around. All right, so now as my hand reaches my knee, it's almost as if it's gonna touch my opposite hand, and my other hand goes in a big circle. We'll do a couple on this side just to balance ourselves out. And let's do this alternate now. So as this hand comes down, it touches the opposite hand. Open up into a big circle. Let's touch that opposite hand. And tap. And tap. One more time, both hands. And bring both hands down to the front. All right. It's always nice to spend Monday morning